Welcome into the Birmingham Southern Football Review. I'm Landrum Roberts. Well, Birmingham Southern celebrating a 16-14 win over rival Millsaps in Jackson, Mississippi on Saturday. We'll sit down and talk with head coach Eddie Garfinkel about that win. We'll have player interviews, highlights, and our top 5 Panther plays of the game. All of that comes your way next, right here on the Birmingham Southern Football Review.
This is the BSC Football Review with head coach Eddie Garfinkel, an inside look at Birmingham Southern football.
The Birmingham Southern Football Review is being brought to you by Pepsi, always refreshing. Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. If we don't take care of our customers, someone else will. Alabama Power, always on. America's first federal credit union, refreshingly unbanked life. The Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau. Dreamland Barbecue, ain't nothing like 'em nowhere. Piggly Wiggly, we'll see you at the pig. Limbaugh Toyota, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Southeast Urgent Care in Fultondale, providing healthcare needs for BSC athletes. And by St. Vincent Sports Medicine, performance medicine at its best. Welcome back to the Birmingham Southern Football Review. Landrum Roberts along with Panther head football coach Eddie Garfinkel. Coach, you got back into conference play on Saturday. Beautiful day for football around the Southeast. Jackson, Mississippi was no exception.
Yeah, that was a good day. Our guys came ready to play, and we've been having good weeks of preparation, and we feel like we've been improving, and so we did pretty much everything we wanted to do against Millsaps. The main thing was win the football game, but we got after them pretty good and controlled the football and stopped their run, and we were able to run the ball. So it was a good win for our guys.
Panthers came into conference play 1-1 entering the Millsaps game. The Majors, they came in with 1 win and a lot of conference games left to play. Big time game as far as winning the conference, but first things first, you had to pick up this win, and coming on the road, big game.
Yeah, anytime you go on the road, and Millsaps, they've had some injuries and they're not as good as they have been, but they're still a really good football team. And our guys played exceptional. Our coaches did a good job of putting the players in position to be successful. They executed the game plan, and that's what happened. So it was a good win for us, and we've just got to keep improving. Millsaps
was able to strike first. 12 plays, 69 yards. They drive it right down the field, get the 2-yard touchdown pass, cap on the extra point at 7-0. Was it, oh no, here we go again, or were you guys kind of expecting that out of the gate?
Well, you want to set the tone of the game, and that's one of the things we talk about the first 5 minutes of the game, and we certainly did not do that on defense. And we made some mistakes. We had a 15-yard late hit out of bounds penalty. And good job by our defensive coaches, getting the guys settled down and kind of showing them what they'd been doing. Nothing we hadn't worked on, and we settled down and started playing good defense. And then, of course, offensively, Michael Ferguson, our starting snapper, was sick all week and really didn't practice much, so he didn't start. And Nick Maxey was a starting center. He snapped the ball over the head of our quarterback, and we had to get Fergie in, and he sucked it up. He was kind of sick and was able to play 81 plays, the rest of them. So, but our guys did a really good job.
You were able to get your first touchdown as Mickey Courtney, your quarterback, found Daniel LaPera in the corner of the end zone for your first score. Good to see Daniel LaPera, a 6'6" wide receiver, getting him involved in your offense on Saturday.
Yeah, we want to try to get the ball to Daniel more. We've been playing some teams that kind of press a little bit, and we're having to do some bunch formations, and he's played a great role of trying to open up some things for Michael and Sam, and so it was a great call and a great execution of the fade route right there for the touchdown.
Well, the extra point, it failed, and that's been an issue at times this year, but I thought your kicker, Hagen Mancuso, he redeemed himself later in the quarter, right before the half, the 35-yard field goal to take the lead in intermission.
Yeah, Hagen has worked hard, and he's really not a natural kicker. He's a punter. But he's taken on that role, and he's really worked hard, and it's just a kind of mental thing for him. But he really came through, and the field goal was the game winner. So real proud of him, and he deserves it, and that's a big boost for our team and for him. So hopefully he'll continue to improve, and I know he will because he works hard.
Well, you took a 9-7 lead into the locker room. You came out in the second half. Your offense puts together a great drive, a long drive, and it's capped off by senior running back Joe Moultrie, the 13-yard run into the end zone.
Right. Again, one of the things that we wanted to do is control the football. Looking at the Millsaps games the last 3 years, the team that ran the football and was able to stop the run and win the turnover margin, won the football game. And that's kind of what we presented to our players, and they took a lot of pride of doing that. And heck, our possession time was 2-1, and so that was a big reason we were able to play good defense, because our guys were fresh, but our offense did a great job of controlling the ball. And we'd like to get the ball in the end zone, in the red zone, and be 100% there, and that's something we got to improve on.
Well, just when it looked like you were going to cruise to an easy 16-7 victory, bleed out the clock, Mickey Courtney has trouble with the football. He drops it. Their guy scoops it up and just races nobody in front of him and takes it to the end zone. All of a sudden, it's 16-14.
Yeah, again, you try to go out there and play perfect football, and again, we feel like the margin should have been greater if we really executed, not beat ourselves with penalties and that type of thing. And then that just shows you, one mistake and you let those people back in the game. But we were able to, get the ball back and basically run the clock out and punt it back to them with 8 seconds left. So we did a good job again offensively.
You moved to 2-1 in conference play. Talk about what you told your team in the locker room after the game before you headed back to Birmingham.
Well, just the big thing is, the wins have not come easy this year, and so enjoy it. And I think our first win we enjoyed for 48 hours, and I told them enjoy this one for 24 hours because we got to get ready for Barry. And that's our focus is going to be, and hopefully they can do that. I think we've got some older guys that are mature and understand that we still got to play perfect football to win right now, and that's what we're aiming for.
All right, Birmingham Southern moves to 2-1 in Southern Athletic Association play. When we come back, we'll continue talking about the Millsaps game. All of that coming your way next. The Birmingham Southern Football Review continues right after this.
All right, come on in. You'll try the Pepsi Challenge with us today?
Yes. You just tell us which side you like better. Okay. I like that one better. You like that side better? The Pepsi side.
Who wants to try the Pepsi Challenge? Come on over. Do you like this side better?
That is a Pepsi. Pepsi.
And you're from Atlanta?
I'm from Atlanta.
You're going to go home and spread the word that...
You're going to go home and hide. Pepsi tasted better.
At Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers, we believe in service.
Maintenance service, tire service, repair service,
and most importantly, customer service.
We believe in treating our customers with respect and integrity while offering all the services you need for your car.
Most of all, at Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers,
we believe in keeping cars on the road, keeping families safe,
and keeping you coming back whenever the need arises.
This is big. Limbaugh Toyota's big time savings event. 17,888 buys Camry. Yes, Camry. Now 17,888. Automatic, no charge. Big time savings now at Limbaugh Toyota. Camry. Only 17,888. Automatic, no charge. Don't wait. Savings this big won't last long at Limbaugh Toyota. Exit 120 off I-59 West.
We supply over 44,000 square miles of Alabama with electricity every day. We're there no matter what, because our state needs us. And more importantly, you need us. We're dedicated to keeping your power flowing even in the face of extreme weather or even more extreme federal mandates. Dedication. That's how we bring power to Alabama. Alabama Power. Always on.
Hey, I'm Daniel LaPera. I'm a junior here. My number is 89. I'm a wide receiver. I'm from Kennesaw, Georgia. I went to Mount Perrin Christian School. I do a lot of blocking on the outside perimeter, trying to get plays to stretch out to the outside. We definitely try to run it and then play action and try to beat them deep. Oh, Mick's a great guy. He's a freshman, and he can put it on the money when we need to. Like I said, he's a freshman, so he's got a lot of upside to him. We can still work on the deep balls, but 20 yards or shorter, he will put it on the spot, and he delivers. That catch, well, I just stemmed him outside, back inside, and then I came outside again, and Mick just put it right in front of the pylon in the back, so it was perfect positioning. I didn't even have to jump that high or anything. I was just at the right spot where he put it at. So.
Welcome back to the BSC Football Review. Landrum Roberts once again being joined by head coach Eddie Garfinkel. Coach, now it's time for our Panther keys to victory. And first, let's talk about the time of possession battle on Saturday. Your team kept the ball for 40 minutes, 34 seconds, as opposed to Millsaps. They only controlled the ball for 19 minutes and 26 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's our winning formula this year. You know, controlling the ball, getting first down, and rattling the chains, and then of course we've got to score when we get in the red zone, and we'll take our shots at times. But I think that's going to be, what we need to do the rest of the year, and we did that, and we pretty much did that against Southeastern, but gave up some big plays. So, and defensively, we've been pretty good against the run. We were able to stop the running game and not give up the big plays, and that was what we said we had to do. We had to run the ball, stop the run, and control their passing game, and we did exactly that.
Yeah, you mentioned the defense. We'll also talk about the special teams in just a moment, but your defense only allowing Millsaps to convert 3 of 12 on third downs, 25%. You've got to be happy about that.
Right. We were able to get them some third and long situations, and so that's big. You can mix up some things coverage-wise and blitz-wise, and so 75%. Production on third down for defensively, that's what you want every game, and that was a big factor for us.
Single out a couple of your players. They just happen to be brothers. Your Mike linebacker, Austin Hansard, he had 8 tackles, 6 of them solo, and his brother Wesley had a big sack.
Right. Austin had his best game of the year. He also played, well against Swanee, but he had a really good game, and he's an all-conference linebacker, and hopefully he'll continue to play that way the rest of the season. And Wesley's really worked hard and improved, and both those guys had good games for us.
Millsaps with only 32 net yards rushing. I can't remember a conference game where you were able to limit an opponent to that few rushing yards.
Yeah, like I said, we've been pretty good against the run, except for again a couple plays and a couple games here or there, and so that was a big factor, and we really emphasize that, and that's always our goal. We want to stop the run and affect the quarterback on passing down, so we were able to do that.
Well, we said we'd talk about special teams play. Hagan Mancuso, your punter and your place kicker. First of all, the punting I thought was huge all day long. He punted the ball 6 times, averaged 45 yards per punt, only 2 of them returnable, and they only got 7 yards off the 2 returns. He really flipped the field on Saturday for you.
Yeah, he did, and that's one thing that our goal was 38 yards net punting, and we were 40 yards net punting. That was big, and he had the big punt on the 47-yard line going in that stopped at the 7, and we flipped the field there and got a score out of that. And he had a really good day punting, and that was big for us. And our punt team was not doing well early in the year. We've worked hard, and we've taken a lot more pride and have done good in coverage as well. So that's a big part of the game. We work on all phases, but that phase was working well for us on Saturday.
Then he lines up for the 35-yard field goal before halftime and ends up being the difference in the game, those 3 points. Good to see him get on track and maybe get some confidence when it comes to kicking the ball.
Right. I think that's what it is. Like I said, there's not many people in this country that kick off and punt and place kick, and he has to, and he works real hard at it. And I think the field goal, extra point is not natural to him, but I think he's beginning to gain confidence. He's got the leg, so as we go forward, hopefully we can rely on them a little bit more kicking field goals.
All right, Birmingham Southern defeats Millsap 16-14. The Panthers move to 2-1 in Southern Athletic Association play. When we come back, it's our top 5 Panther plays of the game. All of that and more as the BSC Football Review continues right after this.
Back in 1958, Big Daddy John Bishop opened Dreamland Barbecue with his signature recipe for sauce and hickory fire grilled ribs. And that legendary taste and recipe have remained unchanged for over half a century. Dreamland now serves everything from ribs to pulled pork and chicken to sausage links and still uses that famous sauce. Come in as customers and leave as family at Dreamland. Ain't nothing like 'em nowhere.
My name is Austin Hansard, number 44. I play linebacker, and I'm a senior business major. Yeah, it was definitely our best week. We, I think everybody was really into it this week. We knew it was going to be a challenge going to play Millsaps. It's always tough playing them. They had a lot of formations, a lot of stuff to get ready for, a lot to get prepared for, so it was tough, but we were all up to the task, and I think we all had I think the whole defense, we all had our best week so far. I think if we just do exactly what we did this week, I think we'll be just fine and win out. I know that we probably shouldn't look ahead towards the last 2 games. We're trying to just focus on Barry right now, but just like Coach just told us, if we just focus in, everybody just do the same thing we did last week, we'll be just fine. I mean, it's always good. I mean, especially for homecoming, we always get a great crowd. The night game was obviously fun. All the guys were excited for that, and that was pretty good atmosphere. And I think winning against Millsaps, coming back home, I think that'll get more people out and hopefully be an even better atmosphere here at home. I mean, it's awesome. We all, especially us seniors, all kind of group together, sit together on the bus, rooming together. We've been doing it for 4 years. You know, we all kind of play for each other. I think we have 25 seniors on the team, so we all, we're a very tight-knit group. It's just fun being around all those guys. Yeah, I mean, all of our coaches do a really good job of kind of relating to the players. The new D-line coach, Coach Henry, I think he's done a really good job of kind of connecting with the D-line, making sure that they're all on the same page, making them feel welcome with him and what he wants them to do. The defense as a whole, and offensively as well, from what I can tell just from observing, I think the coaches do a really good job of making sure everyone feels comfortable in their role and just helping us get the job done. Being at Birmingham Southern has taught me, you got to work hard for what you want. Obviously, dedication, playing football, being a student athlete is very time consuming. You got to be very committed. It's taught me a lot about brotherhood, especially playing with these guys, these 25 seniors and everyone else on the team. It's really important to me. I have a connection with them that I think will last for a long time.
Welcome back to the Birmingham Southern Football Review. Landrum Roberts once again being joined by head coach Eddie Garfinkel. And now it's time for our Birmingham Southern top 5 Panther plays of the game. Our number 5 Panther play of the game was punter Hagan Mancuso's punt, penning the Majors deep in their own territory.
Yeah, we didn't call sky kick. We were kicking, I believe, from the 47-yard line going in, but he hung a really, really nice 40-yard punt. It landed and kind of down inside the 10-yard line. Our defense did a really good job of holding the 3 and out, and our offense got the short field, and that led to our first score right there in the second quarter.
Our number 4 Panther play of the game was quarterback Mickey Courtney finding Daniel LaPera on this 8-yard fade route.
Right, we of course, we're trying to mix in the run and pass, and one of the things that we did, we got a good matchup. Actually, we got Jordan Bishop out there as well, a couple tall receivers, and Mickey did a good job. We've got to get better at working the fade, but did a good job of putting it there, and Daniel went up and got it.
Our number 3 Panther play of the game was this big sack in the second quarter from Mike linebacker Austin Hansard that led to a Millsaps punt.
Well, and actually what happened was after we had scored and we didn't do a very good job on our kick coverage team, and then we had an offsides penalty as well. They had the ball at midfield and got a first down at the 40. and they ran a play action pass, and Austin Hansard did a good job of actually we teach him if you bite up on the run, keep coming, and he's able to sack the quarterback, which was a big play for us on first down.
Our number 2 Panther play of the game was senior running back Joe Moultrie on this 13-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, Joe's done a really good job this year. You know, he was injured and banged up, didn't play last week, and he was fresh this week and really ran hard and was a big difference in the game this year. So it was good for him to put points to the board against Millsaps.
Our top Panther play of the game was this sack at the end of the third quarter from defensive end Wesley Hansard that led to another Millsaps punt.
You know, one thing that I talked about earlier, we were able to get him to 3rd and long and mix in some different calls and blitzes and looks. And our rabbit package, we moved Wesley inside the defensive tackle actually, and we had a blitz from our outside linebacker, and Wesley was able to make a good move and make a big sack in the game.
And our best of the best was place kicker Hagen Mancuso's 35-yard field goal before halftime.
Yeah, you know, that was one thing that, we try to have momentum going at halftime, and we weren't able to get down there and score. We kind of ran out of time a little bit, and it was great to have Hagen go out there and kick that 35-yarder. Didn't realize at the time be the difference in the game, but it was, so real proud of Hagen.
Those are this week's top 5 Panther plays of the game. Now it's time for our Birmingham Southern Scholar Athlete of the Week. And this week we honor UMS Wright defensive lineman Dre Buford.
Dre is a really fine young man, a really good student. We were able to get him out of UMS Wright, which is a really good school for us and a good program. And he's worked really hard. And he's planning on going to grad school after he graduates. And he's really taking a lot of pride and shows a lot of leadership in the classroom.
My name's Dre Sean Buford, number 91, senior defensive tackle. I'm from Mobile, Alabama, and I went to UMS Wright Preparatory School. This school is pretty much what I thought. I came from a really academically demanding high school. So this school, it was pretty much what I believed it would be. There are some courses that are really hard, especially being a biology major. I am a biology pre-med or thinking about physical therapy. So right now I'm just working on finishing up my undergrad here at Birmingham Southern and then determining my plans after I graduate. Week in, week out, only thing that we really worried about is really working on ourselves. During practice, we don't really know honestly what they're going to come out, and teams change constantly. So what we do is we go out there, we prepare for what they might run, but ultimately we stick to what we know, our techniques, our keys, which if we do those things right, then we're guaranteed to do well. It's like I see General Kulak more than I see my teachers on a regular day basis. He's here giving us positive motivation on the sideline, telling us let's go, and that's something that you really don't see at any other college or the big university is a college president really getting involved, literally getting involved during the games, walking around, telling guys not to hold their heads or, giving us a high five after like a big sack or a tackle. So it's just really good to be around a guy like that.
Congratulations to senior defensive lineman Dre Buford, our Birmingham Southern Scholar Athlete of the Week. Well, when we come back, we wrap it all up as the Birmingham Southern Football Review continues right after this.
Southeast Urgent Care, located in Fultondale, Alabama, is owned and operated by former BSC baseball player and alumnus Dr. Paul Roberts. Dr. Roberts is board certified in emergency medicine and has over 10 years' experience in the busiest emergency rooms in Alabama. Dr. Roberts and his staff are able to provide high-quality medical care in a state-of-the-art facility with digital x-ray and on-site lab testing. Southeast Urgent Care is able to provide the care you want at the time you need and with a friendly attitude that will make you feel like you're not just another patient.
With the new mobile deposit feature through the America's First Banking app, depositing a check is easier than posting a latte pic. Just photograph the check, confirm the amount, and send. Best of all, mobile deposit is free at America's First Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to the Birmingham Southern Football Review. Coach, before we wrap it up, Berry College comes into town. They surprised some people in the Southern Athletic Association on Saturday. Huge win over Hendricks in impressive fashion.
They've done a good job this year. They're right there in our backyard. They recruit good athletes from Georgia, Alabama, Florida, and it's their second year in the program, and they've really improved. They've got everybody back, so we got quite a challenge. And Tyson Beecham, our former quarterback, is their quarterback coach, so they know a lot about us. And so hopefully our guys can, focus on one thing and one thing only, and that's playing Berry and trying to find a way to win that game. And that's what we did against Millsaps. Millsaps is behind us, and all we're thinking about is playing Berry. And if we do that, feel good about our chances on Saturday.
Well, Berry not only with the win this past weekend, but earlier in this season they faced Rhodes and only allowed 12 points. They got shut out 12-0. I thought that was an impressive win. But all your players have to do is look towards last year. The game over in Rome, Georgia. It was a pretty tight contest for most of the game.
Yeah, like I said, Hendricks beat us in their second-year program. Berry is very capable of beating us. They beat Hendricks this past weekend. They almost beat LaGrange the week after we played LaGrange. So, we don't need to consider them a second-year program anymore. They've got a really good quarterback and do a really good job on defense. They're very sound. So it's going to be quite a challenge. We're going to have to play well to win the football game.
You think you'll have a hard time getting it through to your players that you got to take it one game at a time, don't look too far ahead?
I hope not, and that's one thing that we've already kind of discussed. But this season has kind of been a struggle, and I think these guys know that. Every game is going to be a test for us, and so hopefully we're mature enough. We have 25 seniors that understand that and can pass that message to everybody else.
All right, we'll kick off set for 1 p.m. right here at Panther Stadium on Saturday. Should have a great crowd. Best of luck, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Landry.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Birmingham Southern Football Review. You can follow us on Saturday by logging on to bscsports.net, powered by Stretch Internet, to catch the game live. For all of us here at Birmingham Southern College, for the coach, Eddie Garfinkel, I'm Landry Roberts. We'll see you next week. The Birmingham Southern Football Review is being brought to you by Pepsi. Always refreshing. Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. If we don't take care of our customers, someone else will. Alabama Power. Always on. America's first federal credit union. Refreshingly unbanked life. The Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau. Dreamland Barbecue. Ain't nothing like 'em nowhere. Piggly Wiggly. We'll see you at the Pig. Limbaugh Toyota. Home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Southeast Urgent Care in Fultondale. Providing healthcare needs for BSC athletes. And by St. Vincent Sports Medicine. Performance medicine at its best.